I wanted to first of all invite you to Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a great way to improve on and grow in a lot of different skills. For example, communication skills, presentation, networking is a great place to network, your leadership skills, giving effective feedback, and so much more. I encourage you to check this group out. I'm part of Toastmasters and I've definitely grown, and I cannot do what I'm doing today without having that background, without going through the Toastmasters program. If you want more information, feel free to check out the website, toastmasters.org, or you can visit my club, OFA Toastmasters, and there's the contact information. I also will be emailing that out in the post email, so you'll get that information as well. And if you want more information, you can also reach out to me and I can share more about it and how you can use that in your business. And my special announcement is that I have launched the VIP Go-Getters community. It's a Facebook group, and I would like to invite you to come out and to join this group. Who is this for? It's for small business owners who like to give support to others. They're looking to support others, but also to be supported in their journey. If you're looking to connect with like-minded business owners, if you want to save time and money, you want to increase your visibility, you want to surge to the next level in business so that you can help more people doing what you love, or maybe you just need some direction and some encouragement, well, I encourage you to join the VIP Go-Getter community. In this community, we're going to be having 1-hour weekly trainings where we'll talk about different subjects such as increasing clients, content creation, marketing, starting a business, networking tips, time-saving tips, funding options, and so much more. And this is a $2,400 value. In addition to that, your business is going to be listed for free on the business directory, which is a $100 value. You will be able to connect with other like-minded business owners. And also you'll have access to exclusive networking events. You'll be able to promote your business in the group. You'll have access to special resources, giveaways, and so much more. And we're going to just have fun in this community. So again, I want to invite you to come and join this awesome community. And I'm not going to be the only one who's going to be doing the trainings. I'm also going to bring on special people to come and do some of the trainings as well, so that they can share some value on their topic of expertise. So as you can see, this is really a $2,500 value, but I'm not going to, you don't have to pay that, which is great, right? Who wants to pay $2,500? But I just want you to know how much this is worth. So you have a couple of options. You could pay a small amount of $25 a month for 1 year, or you can get 50% off by just paying a one-time fee of $150 for the year. And the bonus is option 3. For a limited time, you can pay a one-time fee of $100 for 1 year. And of course, the kicker is that you have to pay by August 9th. So you only have a couple of days to get that offer. So if you are interested, don't delay. You can call to lock in your price. So I make it real simple. Just call that number, which is my business number, So don't call right now because I'm not going to pick up, obviously. But I did want to give you that opportunity to join this awesome community. And here is my contact information. So if you want to connect with me, feel free to, you can go to my link tree, and it has all of the goodies there. If you want to follow me on social media, you can just type in that link there. I am offering or you can scan in the QR code. There is a free offer. Either way you go, you'll find a free offer for a social media marketing ebook. So if you want access to that, feel free to connect and you will get that information. Okay. So now that the announcements are out the way, I'm going to bring to you our first speaker, Miss Sabrina Morris. Sabrina has spent over 10 years as a specialized consultant solving problems for corporate executives. As a problem solver, she applied her experience as an enterprise architect across all aspects of business. Her background as a strategic business analyst, change strategist, and so much more has impacted her effectiveness as a problem solver. In addition, she leveraged the wisdom of her mother, who was a successful real estate investor and entrepreneur. As a passionate problem solver and writer, she helps those who want more than the status quo, those looking to make a unique shift in their lives and desire a lifestyle transformation. Without further ado, I want to introduce to you Sabrina Morris, who is going to be talking to us about how to reboot, re-energize, and mobilize. Sabrina, let's show her some love.
Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Happy Friday. The weekend is here. I'm sure everyone has had a very prosperous week. And thank you so much, Tanisha, for inviting me. And you're an amazing host, and we appreciate you and all the work that goes into preparing, planning, and strategizing for us to be here today. And for those of you who have joined us, welcome, welcome. This is going to be a two-way conversation. So I know the chat is enabled right now, but I want you to take a note or reply in the comments below when this is posted later so that we can really have a conversation. I'll come back, look at your comments, comment on your comments, and hopefully we will share more at that time. So I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully you can see my screen. Please let me know if you cannot see the screen. So today we're going to talk about rebooting, energizing, and mobilizing, and why it's healthy. You'd never think a topic like that has a healthy connotation associated with it. So I'm going to share a little bit. Let's go into play mode here. I'm going to share a little bit of my story. We said we're going to have a conversation. We're going to learn from each other. As Tanisha introduced me, each of you know I have a diverse background. However, in that I leverage that background to solve problems for corporate America. When you report to the upper echelons of corporate America, VPs and above, when you want to take a break, all of a sudden you're not dedicated, and you can be the only person in the room with the answer. So what did I do? I allowed that decision to impact my own decision. We have to take ownership for our own decisions. I'm going to say that again. I hadn't planned on saying that, but we have to take ownership and responsibility for our own decisions. So I allowed their decision to influence my own, so much so that my doctor was literally begging me to quit my job. Was solving everybody else's problems and not focused on Sabrina. So what did I do? I quit my job. Now, I wouldn't advise this for everyone. There's a strategy to this, but we're not going to go into that today. That's a whole nother conversation. So I quit my job. I rewrote my life, and I'm here today. One of the things I saw as an enterprise architect, we go in, we find businesses that are not functioning well, and we make recommendations to leadership to make change and take the new direction so that they can achieve their goals and objectives. I know I said a lot in that moment. But one thing that I noticed that was a common underlying denominator is companies did not take care of their key resource, their number one resource, which are their employees. In America, now this is not always true, but in America, Americans, they live to work instead of working so that they can live life and enjoy life. So I want you to ask yourself, are you a W2TL or L2W? Do you work to live, or are you living to work? And that will take some soul searching. So I want you to think about it and comment below. Be very honest with yourself. Do you work to live, or do you live to work? So one way for me, and we're going to talk about knowing yourself, but one way for me to reboot and re-energize was to travel and explore the world. So the pictures you see today in the presentation are from shots that I've taken on an adventure, okay? So I'm making up for lost time. I spent so much time in corporate America. Guys, to be honest, I didn't even have a hobby. So now I'm really exposing here. I had no hobbies. I enjoyed working out, but I didn't really have any hobbies. Not good. I was way too skewed on work, and more work. And I want each of you to learn from Sabrina's mistake. You do not want to make that same mistake to get to the point where your doctor is begging you to quit your job. That's why we're here today. Okay? So let's talk about the benefits of exploring the world and why. For me, whenever I would go on an adventure, I would have an opportunity to get a new perspective. Take your mind away from the problem, go off, walk, take pictures like this. I took this particular picture on the way to Mushing up in the Teton Mountains. And you can follow the different shots and adventures that I take on Instagram at SDTravel1 or on TikTok at The Lifestyle Promoter. All one word. Why it didn't show up there. So when you travel and explore the world, you get a new perspective. Even when you get to talk to different cultures, they live differently than we do here in America. We talked about that briefly a moment ago, where a lot of companies in Europe, they have a month off or 6 weeks off. That's normal. So another benefit to rebooting and re-energizing is spending quality time with family and friends, especially for those of you who are married and your spouse's love language is quality time. In addition, memories are created. My mother transitioned to be with the Lord, and some of the things that I think about to help me get through some of the most tough times of missing her friendship and hanging out with her are those memories. Our loved ones may not be with us forever. So when we take time to focus on them, we are creating the lasting memories. Those memories we get to take with us when we leave this earth. Okay, now, I want each of you to take a moment and think about you. I've shared what works for me, you know, even if it's going on a drive for half a day and coming back, taking pictures. Learn yourself and learn yourself. Get to know yourself and search deep within. What do you enjoy doing? To give yourself a new perspective, to step away from the grind, the rat race, the hustle, the screens, the yells, the problems, the issues. What do you do to reboot? Please comment below. I can't see the chat, but I think we have Daphne on, and I believe her business is a spa. So that's one of my favorite things to do. Travel to a very, and my friends call me this, bougie spa, and totally reboot. Everything from deep tissue massage to water pool therapy to facial, skincare, reflexology. I can go on and on. So the point is to understand and know, what do you do? What do you enjoy doing to reboot? So I want everybody to take a moment and close their eyes for just 1 second. I want you to breathe in, exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Money is not an option. Time is not an option. I want you to choose a destination anywhere in the world, and I want you to go there now. Where are you? Who are you with? What do you hear? Do you hear the seagulls playing on the beach? Do you hear the waves wrestling in? Are you on the golf course? Are you with the love of your life, or are you looking for the love of your life? Okay, I want to bring everyone back. I know that you want to stay there longer. Take this little mini break and enjoy it. So let's talk about making that moment a reality. Taking a break and enjoying life. So one important aspect, and I know we're jumping around only because I know we're short on time. One aspect is to make sure you have an accountability partner, especially if you have experienced a lifestyle where you're working, and it's easy to slip back into it. That's why, one of the reasons why I share my stories twofold. One, so that others won't make the same mistakes that I do, and two, so that when friends see me, like, Sabrina, when was the last time you took a break? You're going back into work mode. So many of us have different things that get in our way from exploring and taking that adventure. I know I told you earlier to take the cost factor out. Then I told you to take the time factor out. You can spend as much time on your mini adventure rebooting and re-energizing. I know we were seeing it in our mind's eye, but the goal is to go from the mind's eye to create it into a reality. And I think there's a comment in the chat, but I can't get to the chat for some reason. Oh, there we go. Oh, Hawaii, yes. Yes, I call Hawaii one of my favorite places to go. And I want everyone to comment below on where you went in that mini adventure, in that mini moment. Here are some more ideas. I know I'm short on time. Each of you feel free to reach out to me at support@thelifestylepromoter.com, or you can message me on Instagram, TikTok, or LinkedIn. We will talk about, are you a live to work or a work to live? And how do you make the transition? Because I didn't even go into that piece. That's a whole nother conversation for another time. And then when you do, how do you add opportunities to your lifestyle to reboot with a purpose? You can do things like extend your work trip. Many of you are in sales for corporate America and you travel a lot. One idea, if you're a golfer, is to extend your work trip at the hotel you're staying at. I can show you how to do that for amazing cost, guys. So we'll talk about that cost factor later. You can extend your work trip for the weekend and then go to your next adventure. Or you can do staycations right in your backyard. Many of us live in a destination, tourist destination, but we don't know because we don't take the time to find out about it. So for example, you could go on some of the tours that the tourists leave their state and come to yours to experience. So there's many other opportunities as well. Some of you like to do different types of travel. You like to travel with your family, explore the area with the locals. You don't have a tourist travel style. I'd like to share with you how easy it is to book it and go. So I hope I was able to encourage many of you to stop, take a look at your life, and make sure you're not overextended. You do not want to get in the scenario where your doctor is begging you to quit your job. That's too far, way too far. So I'm Sabrina. We help you look good and feel good as you explore the world, and I want each and every one of you to create those lasting memories with family and friends. And I look forward to meeting each of you and speaking with you soon.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Sabrina, for letting us know that we definitely need to recharge, we need to reboot, we need to get re-energized. So let's show her some love if you can. Throw some likes, some hearts in the chat and show her that, hey, this really added value, because it's good to remember that we need to definitely get all nice and relaxed so that we can be recharged and our mind could be clear so that we can focus, right? We need to take that break. All right, so.
I forgot to tell all of the audience that I also have a video on rebooting, energizing, and re-energizing. If you reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and message me, I will be happy to share that with you.
Okay, nice. Well, again, I encourage you to reach out to Sabrina, and thank you so much, Sabrina, for sharing that with us.
Thank you for having me.
So next, I'm going to bring up our next speaker, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. She is a global influencer, the #1 international best-selling author and compiler publisher, helping over 900 authors become bestsellers. She is also a radio show host and an empowerment leader. She has built multiple platforms to help experts reach more people. These platforms include radio and podcasts, books, magazine, and the list goes on and on. She is creating a powerful promotional reach of over 10 million. She is the CEO of RHG Media Productions and the founder of Your Purpose Driven Practice and the creator of the Speaker Talent Search. Rebecca has personally contributed to 40 plus published books, multiple magazines, and has been quoted in major media such as the Huffington Post, ABC, CBS, NBC. Where have you not been, Rebecca? I don't know. Sounds like she is all over. Well, today she wants you to have impact, be seen, heard, and shine. So let's give a warm welcome to Rebecca Gruyter, who's going to be sharing with us. Her title is Stop Being the Best Kept Secret. Show her some love.
Well, Tanisha, thank you so much for inviting me to be here today. I'm very excited to share with everyone, particularly focusing in on visibility, which is one of my favorite things. And Sabrina, thank you for your beautiful presentation and that reminder to have that balance, to reboot. So wonderful. And the exercises you walked us through. So thank you. And Tanisha, again, thank you for creating this beautiful platform for us to share. And viewers, I'm excited to welcome all of you as well. And I want to take a moment and have you really think about, have you ever felt like the best kept secret? Like if they only knew how it could help them. And it actually physically hurts when you see someone in pain that you know you could help. And you wonder sometimes, why don't they know? Why don't they reach out to me? I could help them. And there's this kind of waiting to be discovered kind of energy that can happen. Has anyone out there ever felt that? Struggled with that? I know I did. And I really struggled with this desire to help make the world a better place, but a feeling of not wanting to take center stage, very uncomfortable with it. I wanted to be invisible. I wanted to somehow, by osmosis, people would know they mattered, that they're needed, that they are a wonderful and beautiful gift in the world and a blessing to those around them. I wanted people to know that. And when I look out in the world, I see so many people believing the lies that they don't matter, that they're not okay, that there's something wrong with them. And I realized that they can't understand my message or what I stand for by osmosis. I had to be willing to be easy to find. I had to step forward. It wasn't about me and the spotlight and being on all the different platforms. It was about really being easy to see and to find by those who need us most. And for anyone out there that has ever struggled or gone through a challenge, when that happens, it's almost like this thick pea soup fog comes down that is so heavy, it's almost hard to breathe. You can't hear the voices, they become muffled. You can't see the hands outstretched. Because in that moment, when life is so hard and suddenly has knocked you off course, or it's been like the floor has been pulled out from under you, in that moment, you're trying to breathe. You're trying to take another breath. And you can't see past the heavy pea soup fog darkness. And the only thing I know that cuts through that darkness is light. So we need to be willing to shine bright enough that we become that light. And in fact, when things are dark and challenging and hard, I feel like light shines even brighter. Just a little flame can reach so far. And so if you've ever struggled with that, like, I wish more people knew what I did. If only I could reach more people, if only more people knew about me, I could help make a difference in the world. I could help impact more people. So I want you to think about this. If you've ever felt like that best kept secret, like, wow, if the world just knew, I want to share a truth with you that you are the one that holds the wand. I think we're looking for the fairy godmother to come out and poof, discover us and make us visible and really easy to find. But we, in fact, hold that wand. We get to help ourselves be visible. So if your desire, I'm trying to do this on the screen here. So you feel like you're visible, this hand, the lower hand, like this is how visible you are, but you want to make this difference, kind of going off the top of the screen. You're wanting to impact as many people as possible. You're the one that can shift the visibility. You're the one. It's in your hands. You get to make that move. And here's something I wanted to share. A good friend of mine says this. So I'm going to read it so I quote it correctly. Her name is Teresa Halley Howard. She's an empowerment leader. She says, you have an opportunity to shine daily. Take the chance every day to be the light. You must choose. It does not happen by chance or circumstance. It's a choice. So today, make the decision to be the light in the darkness. So I want to ask you, are you willing to be seen? Knowing that you don't have to wait to be discovered. The waiting is over. You're feeling that pull, that call to make a difference. That means your time is now. And I want to invite you to stretch beyond your current circle of influence. If the people you're trying to reach are outside of your current circle of influence, then find a way to go to them. Stop waiting for them to find you, especially those that are struggling and hurting. We need to shine brightly enough. We're easy to find. We're stretching our hand out. It's their choice to take the hand, but it's our responsibility to make sure they see the hand outstretched. They understand what we stand for. They understand that they're not alone, and we're leaning in and supporting them and where they are in their walk, that it matters. So whatever it is you do in your life, you do in your business, you do when you're rebooting, we have an opportunity to choose to shine, to choose to stand for what matters most. And for those of you called to make a difference, to have a big impact, I encourage you to look at visibility as an opportunity to reach more hearts and lives. And if that feels a stretch and makes you a little squiggly and uncomfortable to stand in center stage of your life and your message, try to think about the people who need you. That is really about them. And be willing to become what you need to become. Be willing to discover and learn what you need to learn so that you can stand for the people you're called to stand for, to really step forward. Because if they cannot see you, they cannot hear you, you cannot help them. So I want to invite you to be willing to lean in, to be willing to be seen and heard. And I want to give you some practical steps. I wanted to talk about mindset and really honoring that pull to bring your message forward, to impact people, to just keep saying yes, and that how will fall into place. It will become clear. Just keep saying yes, keep taking those steps. Be willing to be that light. But here's some practical things that you can do. And in fact, you can do it right now while we're meeting together. I want you to think about, where are your people? Where are the people you're trying to reach? Who are they? Where do they hang out? Conferences, events, retreats, social media, networking groups, the spa? Where are your people? Those that need you. And where are the people that, as you're growing and expanding, the future people that need you? Where are they? And then let's look at, where are you? Are you going there? Are you on that social media platform? Are you visible on it? Are you in those groups? Are you going to those events? Stop waiting for them to build the bridge to you and discover you and that the fairy godmother to come down and help. Find a way to build a path to them. If they're on LinkedIn, be on LinkedIn. If they're going to conferences and events, go there in a visible way. So maybe that's showing up on stage or having a booth or being there actively interacting with people. Be visible, be really easy to find. And be of service. How can you support your people? How can you connect? What's a resource they need? Bring that to the table. So we've looked at, where are you? Where are your people? And I invite you to put down 2 to 3 steps that you can take to find your people, to reach to those places a little bit more. And be strategic about it. Be visible in it. You don't want to just go to the networking room and hide in the back. You want to go and welcome and be visible, be present, really seek to connect with those people that need you most. It will make all the difference. And remember, it's not a solo journey. I don't know where that myth got started that we're supposed to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and do everything on our own. It's a myth. It's not true. We can come together, support, and lift each other up. Even this webinar today was shared and promoted out by so many. Multiple voices have come together to serve and support you. You have brought your energy, your thoughts, your messages, and it's powerful. It's being created and it's going to ripple out. So collaboratively, we can come together and lift each other up. So when you're looking at these platforms, you're like, I don't know how to do LinkedIn, or I'm not sure, I'm intimidated by TikTok, whatever it is, then put that as an area to get help in, to get support in. Don't let that hold you back from helping the people that need you most. And have a way as you're reaching out for them to continue the relationship with you, a way they can get on your list, a way they can follow you, tools and resources you can make available to them. This will expand your reach and help you touch more lives. And then I had some gifts as I was reflecting on our conversation today. And for those of you who are looking at visibility perhaps a little bit differently, that you get to lead that, you get to be the messenger taking the stand for your people. That's what visibility is. That's how you stand in the spotlight. It's because you're wanting to connect and serve the people they are called to connect and serve. And for those of you that maybe that's a little bit of a stretch, I know it was for me, that this is a quote that encourages me and I wanted to share it. And it may sound familiar if we think back to some of our childhood, but it still resonates today. You're braver than you believe, because it takes courage to step forward and be seen. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. This is by Christopher Robin to Winnie the Pooh. So I want you to really hear that. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, so much stronger than you know, and smarter than you think. And I want to add that you were made for such a time as this. The biggest gift you can give the world is letting them see more of you, bringing the more of you that is you to the world, all the dimensions, all your gifts, all your talents. Be willing to bring them forward, to share them authentically, and stand in that place of service for your people while being visible so they know, so that you can touch their lives. They know that your hand is outstretched, that you can help them. So really be mindful and intentional in standing in that place and reaching out. And I have a few tools to support you. For those of you that are serious, you're leaning in, you're saying yes to getting support on the journey, that you really want to reach more people, expand beyond your current sphere of influence to touch the hearts and lives you're called to touch. Here are the tools I want to give you, an opportunity. So the first is speakertalentsearch.com. I know Tanisha mentioned that I'm the founder and creator of that. So you will see that when you click on it, speakertalentsearch.com. This is part of our give back. We hold several of these searches a year. And if you go through the application process, we select finalists. The finalists are given an opportunity to put together a 7-minute presentation that is viewed by the panelists. And the panelists are people that are looking for speakers. They're looking for experts to have on their shows and their programs and their different visibility opportunities. They're looking for people to share out into the world. So I encourage you to check it out, speakertalentsearch.com. And this is a way we can help those of you who are leaning into reaching more people get that visibility and touch more hearts and lives. So speakertalentsearch.com. And then the second, I'm going to share my screen so I can show the link here. Okay, great. And so this gives another link. It's a little bit long, but it ties to our website. It's an ebook. And this ebook is designed to help you be willing to be seen, heard, and shine. And this is my gift to you. For those of you, wherever you are in that journey, really giving you some practical and profound tips and tools to support you on your journey. Because again, that's the biggest gift you can give the world is you. So if you go to your purpose-driven practice.lpages.co, and then the title, be willing to be seen, heard, and shine with hyphens in between, that will take you to the direct link. So I encourage you, I'm going to put it in the chat because I know it's a little bit long. I will put it here as well. So you can click on it for those of you who feel a pull to add that to your library. And here's the extra credit bonus with that. We're going to offer this free gift through next week. So through Thursday, the 11th. And then on Friday, I'm going to take the list of people that signed up for that ebook. I'm going to choose 3. We'll do a drawing, and then you're going to get another ebook that is titled, I want to make sure I get this title right. It's Expand Your Influence. So once you have decided, yes, I really am willing to be seen and to shine, to share my gifts in the world, this book will then take you to the next step of how to not only be seen and heard, but to expand your influence and your impact so you can touch more people's lives. So you'll automatically go in that drawing if you sign up to get this ebook that you see on the screen here today. And I'm always honored and happy to have a conversation. If I can support you in any way, please feel free to email me at rebecca@yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. I'd be honored to come along beside you and meet you and support you on your journey. I want to thank you all for this time together, this opportunity to lean in. And I hope that you take a couple moments at the end of the webinar and think about the opportunities that have been presented to you. Think about the VIP go-getter group, the go-getter community that Tanisha is making available, that you don't have to be alone. You can get support. Think about the opportunity to really have that destination, that place you would like to be, to recharge, to have that in your life, to build that in, and then be willing to go out in the world and shine. So thank you, everyone. It's been an honor to be here, and I'll look forward to connecting with you soon.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Let's show her some love, throw up some hearts, some likes. And that was, Rebecca is just full of knowledge. When we last talked, I think we were on the phone for like, what, an hour and a half? Yeah, it was a long time because she is just like full of knowledge, and she was just spewing it out and just such value. And I'm so honored that she has decided to join us today and that she's sharing some good value with us today. So thank you again, Rebecca.
My honor.
Yes, I really appreciate it. So make sure, everyone, that you take advantage of that you utilize all these resources and support. And that's why I named my group the VIP Go-Getters, because if you join that group, that means that you are serious and you're going to stand out above the rest. And it's not just because it's my group, but it's because of you. It's because you are that go-getter. You're the one who is willing to do something that other people are not willing to do. That's what's going to give you more visibility and help you stand out, because you're willing to take the time, like Sabrina said, to recharge and to go travel and hang out with your friends and loved ones and get ready so that you can be focused and you're not overwhelmed, because it's hard to stay focused when you are overwhelmed or you're burnt out. You got all these things that you're juggling, and then your health starts to talk to you, right? You start having health problems. You may start facing stress because you're not taking that pause. You're not taking time to take care of yourself, which is why this webinar is called Healthy You. The healthy you as business owners, we got to take care of ourselves. And then the healthy business, we got to have a healthy business. What does that look like? And Rebecca has shown us, one of the components is visibility. What good is it for you to have a business, but nobody knows about it? Do your people know about it? Do your friends, your family, do they know about it? I know one of my newest clients is actually a friend of mine, but if I hadn't told her what I did, she wouldn't have known. I would not have been able to help her. So again, we got to make sure that we are being visible and getting the word out there. So again, I encourage you to connect with our awesome speakers, Sabrina and Rebecca, so that you can get that support and stand out above the rest. And as an official, so if you would show them some love right now. I'm going to share my screen. So give me 1 second to do that for the final remarks that I have. So again, special thank you to Sabrina Morris, Rebecca Gruyter for being with us today. If you would show them some love, throw some hearts and things in the chat if you can, or throw some reactions up. Thank you so much, ladies, for being with us. And I also want to say thank you to you who are watching, our guests, for being here, for taking the time to show up and to pour into yourself some valuable information that's going to help you stand out as the go-getter, as the business owner, because that's what this is all about, to empower you and to help you surge to that next level. So thank you again, ladies, for that, for being here. And final remarks, in case you didn't know, just briefly about me. I know I realized I didn't really share what I do besides these webinars and having the VIP Go-Getter group. My business is called Surge Formation, and it's a company that is surging with information, inspiration, and resources to help business owners go to the next level of success. I do that through, of course, these webinars, my YouTube channel, and by offering services such as bookkeeping and business consulting. So I encourage you again to connect with me and reach out. And thank you so much for coming, everyone. I'm going to send out an email of this recording, and I encourage you to sign up for future webinars. And also, if you want to be a speaker, this is another great opportunity for you to get some more visibility by being a speaker on a future webinar. So make sure to fill out the information when you fill out your registration for the future webinar. All right, well, is there any questions before I officially end the webinar? Okay, I don't see any questions. If you do have any questions, you're always welcome to reach out to me or any of the speakers. I encourage you to do that. Make sure to follow me on Eventbrite. I'll be having some other events coming up, some in-person events as well. So for those of you in the Ohio area, make sure to stay connected. I'm going to be having some networking events in person for that. And I'm going to I'll do some virtual networking events as well. So again, just continue to follow me, Eventbrite, YouTube, continue to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let me know how I can help and support you. I'm here to help you surge to that next level of success. Well, in the meantime, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you all for coming.
Bye.